officially the greatest of all time.
Thank you. What an honor. What a title.
What a title. I was lucky enough I got to chat to you after Winners at War. I think I was like the last person on your schedule that day. And I left the chat thinking, what is next for Parvati? Like, where are you going to go after this? Like, having played Winners at War and being at that point, COVID, everything happening in the world, where were you at with Survivor and I guess reality TV in general?
I was done. I didn't give it another thought. I was building a coaching business and I was in a marriage at that time and a new mom. And I was like, well, my life is going in a completely different direction. And well, that didn't stick, did it?
Yeah, look,
Life had
yeah.
other plans.
Look, I'm part of the divorce club as well. I get it. It's totally fine.
Yeah, we love that club.
And yeah, life shifted significantly for you. You've done Traders, Deal or No Deal Island, Australian Survivor. When Australian Survivor call was obviously it was a big summer for you last year, doing back to back shows. What was the pull to say, hey, I'm going to do this. This is something I'm going to step into.
It was pitched to me as an opportunity to play the greatest game in the world in 16 days with an all-star studded international cast. And because I'm a mom, I'm a single mom, leaving my daughter for 39 days is unreasonable at this point to go and like play and not have contact with my kid for 6 weeks is a really big choice to make.
Yeah,
So when they said it's a short game, it's going to be fast and furious, and it's basically the Olympics of Survivor, I instantly wanted to do it.
yeah. I get it. For all of those reasons is why I think the series has been such a critical success, not only in Australia but across the world. The US, people have been talking about it nonstop. Coming to do it though, when you come and you see the land on the beach and there's Cirie there, there's Tony there. What's going through your mind? Obviously, your relationship with Cirie is one that's been talked about for like 16, 17 years at this point. What was it like to see her face in particular on the beach?
I was so happy to see Cirie. I was beside myself, like doing a dance inside my body. I couldn't show it
Yeah.
on the mat, but oh my God, I was so excited. That's my girl. Like, she is so good at the game. As a Survivor player or any of these reality shows, like Cerie's won Traders, I've played Traders. That's a hard game to
Yeah.
win. A really hard game to get to the end of. And she was a traitor. That's brilliance in action. So for me, knowing that this person who is absolutely brilliant is my most loyal ride or die number one bestie in this game, and we're gonna work together, is like it's like this incredible security blanket to know that I can make crazy moves, I can take risks, I can do big swings because I know that I have someone kind of holding down the fort for me.
Yeah.
And that's just so rare. Yeah, so I just felt like really blessed, like the universe gave me a big gift in having Suri there.
It's interesting. It's so interesting. Obviously, it felt, especially in that last episode, watching you talk about Cirie and the importance of not correcting a wrong, but getting to have her come to the end and do that together. Like the Survivor law, I'm a huge Survivor fan. Part like I've been like your poster was literally on my wall like as a 15-year-old. So it's like as many men were, but it's interesting in terms of like the relationship you had with her. Why was it so important to, I guess, correct what happened in Fans vs. Favorites and have her come to the end with you?
The whole game felt like this destined kind of bigger than me, bigger than any of us moment in life, in history, in the universe, where it was like, oh yeah, there's definitely like some kind of cosmic force out there that is, you know, justice and righteousness and truth. It felt so like a Marvel movie. Like we
Yeah,
were characters in this Marvel movie and it was
yeah.
scripted before we even got there. And I was like, okay, yeah, like this is bigger than me, this whole game. So I felt like I was going out to right a wrong, to like tip the scales of justice back to their rightful place because I felt like I deserved the win in Heroes Villains because I'd played the best game of my Survivor career
Yeah.
in Heroes Villains at that point. So I was like, I'm claiming redemption for myself, getting the crown that was meant to be mine. And then also, let's rewrite Cirie's story. Let's make this larger than life for her too. And I don't know, I'm that kind of person. I'm a life coach. I'm a Virgo. I want to help people. I see people's potential and what they're capable of, and I want to bring that out. I want the greatness of everyone to be on full display. And if I can help make that happen, I want to do it. So I think that was part of it for me too, where I'm like, oh, we could do this together. And this was like this thing that we really wanted. And it was so heartbreaking in Micronesia. And this could be like this redemption story for all
Yeah,
of us.
I kind of love the concept of like the MCU because that's what Australian Survivor is a little bit like these characters being plucked out of the universe of Survivor and playing this game. And it's so interesting. I don't know if the show showed it well enough, but I know you referenced it multiple times. You referenced it there as well, Samoa, going back, your unclaimed crown, which many of us have been talking about on the internet for over a decade plus at this point, that you should have won. What was that like to be on the beaches of Samoa to claim the crown that really we think, many of us think, was yours originally?
It was the sweetest victory because it was like this experience and opportunity that I never anticipated. I wasn't even considering it. I'd come to terms with, I'd accepted the fact that, this happened in Heroes Villains. And I got close, but I didn't win. And it was a really hard loss, and I'd grieved it. And I even wrote about it in my book. I
Yeah.
grieved it. I let it go. I accepted it. So I never ever thought like, oh, I'd have a chance to get that crown, like get that win that I wanted so badly then and felt that I deserved then. So yeah, it was just like nothing's impossible in this life. And I think it was really kind of helpful for me to have the experience of wanting something so bad and then losing it or not getting it and then having to accept that like
Yeah.
that this is how it happened, it's done, it's over, because just in life that happens a lot. Like we work our hardest and then we don't get the prize, and that's sad and hard, and it's also like yeah, and you're gonna be okay,
Yeah.
but then maybe you'll get another chance.
Like I agree with that completely. You don't win everything. I'm such a big believer in the connector of the universe and energy and the way that it flows and the way that is what is right for us in a time frame will come to us. And I think it did manifest itself for you in this moment. It's huge. You talk about it. You reference like your book, Nice Girls Don't Win. You did win. I feel like you did play a balanced game between being, typical Parvati, cutthroat, flirtatious, but also you maintain core relationships that took you to the ends. You were the nice girl. So, do we need a new title for your book or your podcast, or is there
No,
asterisks
look,
now?
yeah, my daughter gets so upset because she's like, Mommy, nice girls do win. But I'm like, that's not really what I mean by that. I mean, authentic girls win,
Yeah,
not nice. Like, nice to me in the way that I'm talking about it for the title of the book is pleasing, is like trying to be like the most liked, is not making waves, is doing the thing to go along with what other people want to do. That's sort of playing a nice game. And I don't think I played a nice game. Like Kirby and I were very close, and I promised her that I would never write her name down, and I did that very same night, write her name down.
yeah.
Cass and I were super close, and I lied straight to her face and blindsided her in the moment. So it's not really like a nice game, but it was thankfully a game that the jury respected this time and didn't take personally,
Well, that was
and
a
they were
question. Yeah,
awarded
that's
me
a
the vote.
question. That's a question I had. Obviously, you talk about Samara a lot. The bitterness of juries, you've experienced that firsthand. Was that an anxiety or a fear heading into this final tribal council, knowing that you had played like a really great game? As you said, you were in the knowledge every moment of the game. You were instrumental in every vote. were you worried that because you did have to play a little bit cutthroat at moments and take out people that you had genuine relationships with, that it could be a repeat and they may not award you the final vote?
Yeah. And I've already been through that before.
Yeah.
So the worst thing that could happen is I lost again because people took it personally and they didn't like that. And I also, that's why I said that in my jury speech when I was like, I get that I'm sitting next to Australia's national treasure. I get that I'm sitting next to this powerful businesswoman. And I hope that what you are considering is when you vote, you're voting for the person who played the game the best.
Yeah.
This game, the best.
Yeah. And I think they did, which was amazing. Talk a little bit about, the place that you now hold in Survivor. I think it's unquestionable that you are. People talk about Mount Rushmore and other things, but you clearly are up there. We've seen and we've heard like Jeff come out about a year ago talk about that if you play these other games, you don't get to play Survivor. He's had a slight change recently. I read an article. There's been a slight change, Pav. Where do you stand with US Survivor at this point? And is that something that you would want to do again, or is it just too different from the game that you played originally?
I'm all done with Survivor.
Okay,
This is it.
no, don't say that to us. That's not fair.
Honey, sweetie. Yeah. I'm like, I have really made that clear, I think, that I don't need to play Survivor of any kind ever again.
So
I'm all done.
so you're
The
done.
Black
That's it.
Widow is dead. I set her free. Someone else is going to have to pick up the Black Widow mantle and carry it on in my honor.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what the future does hold there. In terms of that, what is the future for Parvati now? Obviously, two-time Survivor winner. What's next for you in terms of life outside of the reality bubble as well?
I am working on another book project that is about redefining family and relationships and building a very full life. It's going to be a tactical kind of how-to guide to do that in a way that's very different to like following the set path of the standard dream of the nuclear family.
Yeah.
And I'm working on developing a show right now. It's the ultimate social game, a reality show that I am doing. I'm currently co-executive producing it with Endemol, who did Deal or No Deal
Yeah.
Island,
So cool.
and we just sold it to a network. So
That's
we're working
amazing.
on that deal.
That's amazing. Is he US or international, or what does that look like?
It's US for
Cool.
now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats. I actually have read a little bit about that. That sounds amazing, and I'm sure you'll do amazing. If there's anyone who needs to or knows about game shows, it's you. So I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be really really cool. Pav, genuinely, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. Congratulations on claiming the uncrowned queen of Survivor finally. I think that's been put to bed, and to finally come back and to, I think, just show everyone the game that you had in you. We've seen it in the past, but to see it really, I think, fully fleshed played out the way it did in this season. If this is the last time, thank you for everything that you've done for Survivor over the past 17, 18 years. It's been incredible. But yeah, best of luck with everything else that comes up. And as I said, I think that transformation that I have seen and many people have seen, not only in you, but in a lot of us since COVID, it's been remarkable. So congrats on everything that you're owning in yourself, your authentic self. And